Oh, right, this is another part two of my discussion on traumatic events from the days of your childhood. And I started that with a sing song, like I do a lot of my discussions and my other videos. And it was a song "Young at Heart" by the Bluebells. And I'm actually singing for joy because I mentioned in part one that I thought I might be on television tonight. Well, I actually haven't been on TV. I've watched this episode of Tonight, and it was actually about old people, how they can keep healthy and keep their brains occupied, and they filmed some of it at the Growzone Garden Centre where I volunteer, and I'm thrilled to bits that they didn't get me on it because it was meant to be about old people and I'm not old, so I'm glad I was on TV the first time, but I'm glad I wasn't on this one because it was an episode of the Tonight programme about old people, and I'm 54. Why should I be considered old at 54? Well, but this is the second part of me. My discussion on traumatic events from the days of your childhood. And this is about the arrest of Peter Sutcliffe, who was dubbed, it was known as a Yorkshire Ripper. He was arrested. He was arrested. His reign of terror began in 1969. According to Wikipedia, the first woman he assaulted was in 1969. But he was arrested for the murder of 13 women and the attempted murder of 7 others from 1979 to 75 to 1980. So 1975, I was 6 in the summer of 1975, and that was really the time when his reign of terror began, because he was nasty, and that's why they called him the Yorkshire Ripper. And he was arrested pretty soon after I gone up to high school. It's like three traumatic events that happened round about the same time. Really, this is the second of them, and I went up to high school in the September of 1980 when I was 11, and this horrible. Well, I don't believe in swearing, so I don't really. I wouldn't call him the actual name that came to mind, but this horrible character called the Yorkshire Ripper was arrested in January of 1981. Well, I was still in my first year of high school, and I was 11, and they got him. He was arrested in Sheffield, and I remember it happening. It was very soon after the murder of John Lennon was murdered was murdered just before Christmas of 1980, and the arrest of Peter Sutcliffe happened very soon afterwards, and I filmed when I was doing my little documentary about the murder of John Lennon. I filmed a lot of stuff off my telly from YouTube. Well, I don't want to do that on this because I just get slapped with a copyright claim if I do that. I get slapped. We always get slapped with a copyright claim every time I do it because I'm using copyrighted material on my work. So I'm going to put video clips all about Peter Sutcliffe, the Yorkshire Ripper, whatever you want to call him. People are calling him all sorts. I can think of a whole host of names that people are calling him. But I'm going to put it in the description, not in the actual video itself. So this is just going to be a short video. This is just going to be a short video. The main information will be in the description, because I'm going to put a few videos on Peter Sutcliffe in the description. But he has actually died from COVID now, Peter Sutcliffe has. So there's no need for any of you women or girls out there to be worried about him being let out of prison because he's dead. And even if he hadn't died, they would have never let him out of prison anyway. So he'd still be in prison now, even if he was alive. So you're safe. But he had a really evil reign of terror. But and it happened that he was arrested. His arrest took place very soon after the murder of John Lennon, and it was around about the same time. It was the murder of John Lennon happened in December 1980, and the arrest of Peter Sutcliffe that took place in the next month. All this happened when I was 11, when I was in my first year of high school. This is, but part 3 of this discussion will be about the Falklands War, and this was something else that happened pretty soon after these two events, the murder of John Lennon and the arrest of Peter Sutcliffe. So, for a bit, if you want, I'm going to find a few videos related to Peter Sutcliffe and his life and what he did, and I'll be posting them in the description. So then you can educate yourself if you want to. I don't suppose you might not even want to know about it, really. Yeah. But he's dead and gone now. He's no longer with us. But it was one good thing the Thatcher government did was locking him away, putting him in jail. That was one good thing the Thatcher government did. So that was one thing you can commend them for. Yeah. Anyway, I'll find a few YouTube videos and post them in the description. Ciao for now.